Hey everybody, what's going on? James Sides here, and welcome to the sales page for Niche Predators. I wanted to actually just do a fast video for you because I didn't want you to be bombarded with a wall of text. So here's what Niche Predators is. It's a very raw video course telling you exactly how I went from struggling newbie to full-time internet marketer in under 90 days. Now I know a lot of you out there are probably like, wow, that sounds pretty hypey, or that sounds pretty, far-fetched, but hear me out for just a second because my story is probably not all that different from a lot of people out there. I started marketing online in 2005, October 2005 to be exact. Came across a blog called ryansreview.org, I think. Anyway, Ryan Moran was the guy that ran that site. Ryan's actually a very successful marketer, and I've had the honor of being in a couple of his classes and things. He's a great guy. But long story short, from 2005 to 2009, I wasn't making any money. In the later part of 2009, I finally got to where I was making like 50 bucks a month, but I was actually doing pay-per-click, so I wasn't actually profiting any money. I was losing money. I was making 50 bucks, spending a couple hundred, and people kept telling me, well, if you're making money, keep going with it because it's a good niche. So I kept going with it and kept losing money. Finally, in the end of 2009, the company I worked for came through and announced that they were going to be doing some major pay cuts and basically eliminating my position. And I was going to have a chance to take a new position with the company, but the new position paid 40% less than what I made. Now, to put that into perspective, I was making almost $80,000 a year, which to me was a fortune. And when they talked about cutting my pay 40%, I was going to be making closer to $45,000 a year. And my wife's a stay-at-home wife, stay-at-home mom. All of our bills were based off of that $80,000 income level, and I couldn't make it on 45 grand. It was a major, major problem. And so, long story short, within a few months, I made the decision to just say, screw it, and I threw caution to the wind, and I quit my job. I didn't have anything else lined up, and I don't have a college education, so there's no way I was going to get another job making that kind of money. And I just decided if I was going to make 80 grand a year, I was going to do it on the internet. And so, I went online. I took a course, a $1,000 course with Ryan Moran, and picked up a few tricks from that. Took a few other courses, and basically took everything I learned, spun it, and created my own system that I started using to build websites. And I was building one website per day with original content, and within 90 days I actually had my first $4,000 month. Now on the sales page you're going to see this 0 to 190 days. It's just because 100 sounds great. 133 doesn't sound all that good. But I actually made it to $4,000 within 90 days, and I'm going to show you exactly how I did that. I'm also going to show you at the end of the course how I've went even further from there, and in the last 30 days I've actually done over $60,000 gross. So I went from the beginning of 2010. Basically, February is when I decided to do this full time. February 2010, went from making less than $50 a month to July of 2011. I actually profited more in a month than I would have made in probably 6 months at my job, and grossed over 60 grand. So, it doesn't get much better than that. I'm able to stay home. My daughter started kindergarten a few days ago. I take her to school every day. I pick her up, and it's just a great, great life, and I want you to be able to enjoy it too. So, again, this is James Sides for Niche Predators. Go ahead and grab your course below. It's less than 10 bucks. You couldn't even eat McDonald's for that. So, I'll talk to you guys on the inside.